England lineup. That is Oliver Hayes at the front on Jasper. Austin Hayes behind him on Webster, and out the back is Purdy Gale and Banana. For Wales, that's Maggie Clark, Grace Hockley and Charlotte G. Ball in, it's down on the floor. Grace Hockley can see it aboard Hattie. She drags it up. Grace Hockley now sets off across the field. England go on the attack through Oliver Hayes. But Grace Hockley holding onto this ball. Pops it away to Maggie Clark. Maggie Clark and Galaxy. Sets off up the field. Maggie Clark just protecting this ball. Charlotte G actually protecting this ball, riding shotgun alongside her. Maggie Clark down towards the 30-yard line. Purdy Gale will wait for her there. Puts down the bounce, pulls it back in. Maggie Clark up against Purdy Gale out in the corner. Maggie Clark wriggles her way out of the corner, looks to get Galaxy back to the middle of the goal-scoring area. So Maggie Clark heads across the area, twists and turns, looks at the post, big overarm over the top, waved away. Right, so England, missed shot at goal, will get the 30-yard clearing for him. Purdy Gale will take it high to herself. Purdy Gale sets off up the field. Down towards the 30-yard line she goes. Pops a little pass across to... Oh, 20 past Oliver Hayes, couldn't quite hold on to it. Charlotte G is going to get a chance to turn it over, and she does so. So Charlotte G now turns it over for Wales in this number 3 shirt. Charlotte G out towards the 30-yard line, puts down the bounce. Oliver Hayes locked up right alongside her. Both these two play in the juniors as well nowadays, as well on slightly bigger ponies. So Charlotte G circles round on Snowy. Charlotte G just holds onto this ball. Looks for a little pass to Maggie Clark. A little pass across to the rack at Maggie Clark. These two girls play together in the South Shropshire branch, so they know each other very well. Played together for a number of years. Maggie Clark takes a little turn, looks to go up over top of Purdy Gale this time. Goal! Wales get us underway on the scoreboard with a goal for their minis section. Right, they'll line up far side. Umpire Josh Smith calls him in, ball in, it bounces up high off the sticks. Charlotte G can see it again. Oh, didn't quite pull it in. Who's come up with it? It's Oliver Hayes. Oliver Hayes sets off down the field on Jasper. Down towards the 30-yard line he goes, bounces. Couldn't quite pull it back in. Charlotte G will lay a racket on it. Oliver Hayes will come back quicker though. And pops it through the post. 1-1. Right, they come in, line up, table side. Umpire calls him in, ball in. Where is it? It's down on the floor. It's Oliver Hayes again. Oliver Hayes pops up with it, ball Jasper. Oliver Hayes. He's got a few red shirts around him at the moment. Downfield he goes towards the 30-yard line. Puts down the bounce, pulls it in. Flies through the middle of the uprights, 2-1. England 2-1 to the good, but this is only chucker number 1. There's 2 more chuckers come. Austin Hayes, him and Webster aren't the biggest figure in the middle of a line out, but he stretched up tall there and grabbed it. Austin Hayes and Maggie Clark trying to win this ball back. He pops it away to his brother Oliver. Oliver now sets off down the field, down towards the 30-yard line, and I think Purdy Gale's managed to hold Charlotte G for a second, and Oliver Hayes has a free run. 3-1. The score. They come back together. Ball in, knocked down at the front. And it's going to be Austin Hayes. Austin Hayes again aboard Webster, wins it for England. Downfield he goes. Towards the 30-yard line. Pops it in, pops a long pass over top. His brother will gather that. And circle back round. Oliver Hayes in possession in the area again. Charlotte G, the big swing, the ball comes out. Oliver Hayes regains it well on the non-stick side. Oh, goes for a shot, hooks in the racket, then a swing comes in. And umpire says Right, I think we've got a free goal coming. I think there was a hit to the head of Oliver Hayes. So, free goal to Oliver Hayes, and England will get to restart with a free throw, I would think, for a dangerous foul. So, Oliver Hayes gets the chance to compound the free goal straight away. Oliver Hayes downfield, he goes on Jasper, down towards the 30-yard line. Charlotte G will get back there. Oliver Hayes unleashes a big overarm, oh, it's waved away. He was on a good run and he thought, why not try this? But didn't quite find the post. And however, England 4-1 to the good in chucker number 1. That's the start they'll have wanted. Wales, well, the clock is ticking against them, try and grab one in of his chucker. They'd have to be fast. Charlotte G will come out towards the 30-yard line. Pops it out to herself. Oh, doesn't get a kind bounce. It's down the floor. It gets kicked along by the ponies. It's out in front. They can see it. Can someone grab it? Austin Hayes can, but time will defeat them all. And there we go. End of chucker 1 for the Minis. So, here we go. What's happened in the Welsh team? They've pushed Grace Hockley up the front. They've brought Millie Taylor in at number 2. And they've kept Charlotte G at number 3. England have brought in Ava Lambert at 2. They keep Oliver Hayes at 1. They keep Purdy Gale at 3. So these players all from a number of different branches. Charlotte and Grace both from South Shropshire. Millie Taylor from Warwickshire, and as is Oliver Hayes actually. And then Ava and Purdy are both from the Burley, I think. In terms of branches. Ball goes in, knocked down on the floor, and it's going to be, who's it going to be? Won by, oh, Purdy Gale mops it up. Purdy Gale, she was recently out in South Africa playing for under 14s Barbarians team against the South African team. They won that. So she was on a slightly bigger pony then, has to be said. Here she is back on Banana, who has been stolen back off her little sister from the weekend, I think, slightly. Right, ball in towards the racket of Oliver Hayes. Oliver Hayes pops it up. Nice backwards pick up by the English number 1 on Jasper. Turns, Charlotte G locked together with him, has the shot. That looked like it dragged a little bit to the left, and the goal judge is waving it away. So it's going to be a missed shot at goal. Wales will get a chance to go down the other end. They are down a few goals in this Minis match, but I want to try and pull this back. Charlotte G will come out, pop it up to herself. Oh, it just dies on the turf. There's not really much bounce left out there. And Millie Taylor's come up with a ball blink. Millie Taylor, under a bit of pressure from Oliver Hayes, sets off up the field. Down towards the 30-yard line she goes. Young Wales number 2. I would say one of the newest players to the sport of Polocrosse out there. Most of the others have probably been going a few years. Millie only really started last year. So great to have her out on the pitch in one of the nation's teams. And it's been won back by Millie Taylor. Millie Taylor pops it in. Oh, that's Purdy Gale. Purdy Gale is there to snap it down in the area and sets off out back upfield. So Purdy Gale will try and carry it upfield. Grace Hockley and Millie Taylor will chase Purdy Gale. Charlotte G will try and just mark up Oliver Hayes and keep him away from the goal-scoring area. Or if he does go in the goal-scoring area, she'll try and keep him right at the back of it, so that actually she can't get forwards and take the pass. That will be our first aim. After that, we might resort to marking the line and just trying to intercept the pass. Oliver Hayes will try and fight his way back up towards that 30-yard line. Grace Hockley and Millie Taylor working hard on Purdy Gale in midfield, but at the moment Purdy Gale just holding on to this ball. Then the little overrun popped up over top. That's clever. Over top of Charlotte G, well placed. Oliver Hayes could pull it down and circle away to the goal. That's the risk of marking line side. If they pop it over top of you, the number 1 is straight away to the goal.
You're right.
Right, we'll go to the far side. Umpire Josh Smith says you're round the wrong way. I think possibly. So they've sorted themselves out. Here they go. Just come together in the line out. Ball goes in, knocked down on the floor, and it's going to be Grace Hockley pulls it in for Wales. Grace Hockley aboard Hattie. Now she's going to have to find a way through some England defence. Oh, there's a tackle in from Oliver Hayes. The ball is loose and he'll trap it back up. Oliver Hayes turns Jasper and sets him up the field. But there's a lot of red shirts around him. He's driving down that far sideline. He's managed to stay in field, puts down the bounce, pulls it in, through towards the goals. Goal from England, number 1. Whoa. So England, they come together again, table side. I feel like all these players must be getting quite tired. They had 2 games yesterday, halfway through this last match. Players and horses all get a bit tired, knocked down at the back. But it's Ava Lambert. Ava Lambert pops up with it, pops it away to Purdy Gale. Purdy Gale pops it through to Oliver Hayes. He couldn't quite hold on to it. Down the floor, Purdy Gale will go for it again. She can't pull it in. There's some Wales sticks around it. That's Millie Taylor, I think, has come up with it. Millie Taylor wins ball for Wales. And Millie Taylor just holds it for a second and says, here you go, Charlotte, you have it. And give it to her number 3, who's probably better placed to ball carry through midfield, slightly bigger pony. Oh, it's rolled up the racket. It's there on the floor. Purdy Gale tries to trap it. She couldn't quite get it. She'll come back for it. She'll mop it up off the floor just under Grace Hockley's nose. And she pops it straight away to Oliver Hayes. Oliver Hayes will get chased by Charlotte G down towards this 30-yard line. Oliver Hayes will try and avoid the swings. He'll put down the bounce. That's the moment she'll try and put maximum pressure on him. And he hasn't managed to collect it, so it's there on the floor. And Charlotte G will just slow things down. She'll circle around. She'll pull it back in aboard Snowy. And now just circle around for the Welsh. Oh, wait, no. Oh, Alistair Broadbent does love a cradle on the non-stick side. I think that's the 3rd time we've seen him blow that foul this weekend. So, and it's turned over ball. It's gone to Oliver Hayes. Oh, what's going on? Oliver Hayes has got possession. Time's still on. We're still playing. Charlotte G just trying to hold him out there, make sure he doesn't get an easy run to the goal. Cocks his arm for the big overarm. Goal. From a long way out, England number 1 puts it through the post. Certainly never used to see so many overarm goals and goals from a long way out in minutes as you do now. Certainly they've worked on a lot more stick skills and shooting than we used to have. That's time, ladies and gentlemen. End of chuck or 2 for the minis. Here we go, last chuck of the minis. England, Oliver, Austin, Purdy, still the same line. Well, Austin's back out in a 2 shirt as he was in chuck 1. Wales bring Maggie Clark back out in front. Millie Taylor's in the middle. Charlotte G stays in that 3 shirt. Pretty much ready to go, I think. Ball in, it's out the back. It'll be the Freeze who turn and chase about after it. Neither can grab it though. And it's going to be Oliver Hayes. England up by a few goals in this match. Wales need a big chucker. This isn't the start they wanted. Oliver Hayes away to his brother Austin. Austin will do some ball carrying in midfield for him. Oh, but they've got hold of him and they've got that ball back off him. It's loose on the floor. Purdy Gale will come back with a backhander pick up. Didn't quite work. Maybe wasn't quite the moment for it. It wasn't a rolling ball. Charlotte G will pop it away to Maggie Clark. Maggie Clark will head in towards the goals. Looks for a bit of a gap. Purdy Gale not really giving her a bit of a gap at all. And Maggie Clark will circle around on Galaxy. Oh, has the shot. Tries to go through Purdy Gale's face. And Purdy Gale will block that. And then set off out over the 30-yard line on Banana. Purdy Gale making her way upfield. Maggie Clark and Galaxy trying to get this ball back. Slows things down in midfield. Big swing from Wales number 1, but Purdy Gale just turns away and sets off up the field towards the 30-yard line. Oliver Hayes checks back inside. Charlotte G is in the way, does well. Interferes with Oliver's line of vision and then gets back round, mops up the ball. Charlotte G now pops it out towards... Austin Hayes is there for the intercept. England number 2 and Webster. Webster, great little experienced Minis pony, carries him back to the 30-yard line, pops it across to his brother. His brother couldn't quite hold on to it, and Charlotte G will turn it over again. Charlotte G looking to come out of the area. Wales would love to end with a strong chucker here in the Minis. Down to the 30-yard line they go, put down the bounce, pulls it in. Oliver Hayes right up on a non-stick side. Austin Hayes is coming over. They'll try and get this player on the stick side and put in some tackles, but Charlotte G still holding onto this ball. Upfield she goes. Austin Hayes, he's only a little, but he is willing to have a big swing. And Oliver Hayes, a couple of taps as well. Umpire's whistle on. I think maybe reach around front of a pony to swing, possibly. Yeah, so it's going to go to Maggie Clark. So England swinging from around the front of other ponies, I think, when they weren't actually alongside Charlotte G's pony. So it's going to be Maggie Clark from the 30-yard line. Oh, it doesn't get a kind bounce. Purdy Gale is right in the right place to benefit from that slightly nasty bounce. It's there on the floor. Millie Taylor, they'll always back for it. Maggie Clark's come up with it. Maggie Clark now wants to try and get some momentum, probably going into this area. At the moment, a lot of England shirts around her. Maggie Clark just trying to find some space. Galaxy, another great little experience. PJ Pony, all of these are, to be honest. Bounces down, puts up. Oh, the bounce. Purdy Gale puts down bounce and it comes up beautifully for her. Pops it away to a number 1, but it's not come up for her. And now Millie Taylor's come up with it. No, just come back out the racket. Millie Taylor will come back for it. She's won it again. Millie Taylor and Blink. You can definitely tell this is third chucker on a Sunday. And the pitch is quite hard to play on. Millie Taylor holding onto the ball well. In the end, I think forced into a centre line cross. Oh, maybe it was a down here. Either way, Wales have got the free throw. So Maggie Clark will take the free throw to herself. Purdy Gale will come in and steal it, and the umpires will say it travelled more than 10, will they? Yeah, looks like they had. But Millie Taylor will turn it back over. Millie Taylor, downfield she goes. Looks for a number 1 and goal scorer. Maggie Clark not quite in position yet. Now the little pass popped across to the racket of Maggie Clark. Wales, they've been in this area a number of times. They're so close to scoring on a couple of occasions, but haven't quite found their way through to the post yet. Maggie Clark and Galaxy now in the area, just circling round in this final chucker for the Minis. Lines it up, pops it over top. Goal! Wales took over the scoreboard. England up by a few goals. They've still got a decent cushion, I think, in this one for the Minis match overall. But Wales would love to have another goal. Ball goes in, pulled down in the middle. Austin Hayes, I think, might have touched it, but he couldn't hold on to it. And Oliver Hayes comes up with it. Oliver Hayes and Jasper just checks up. Millie Taylor just trying to hold on to get this ball off him. Oliver Hayes drives round, sets off down the field. Purdy Gale's trying to slow down Charlotte G, but Charlotte G is safely into her 30-yard area now. Oliver Hayes bounces, pulls it in, and drives in towards a post, has the shot. Goal from England number 1. So England grab one back. The Minis will come back towards centre field. They come together again. Umpire will line them up. That is time, though, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause to the England-Wales Minis teams. England have won that match. We'll tell you the overall result of the Minis a little bit later on. But England were winners in that one. And well done to all the players, the Minis players. Brilliant to see you out there. Some really good, promising young players out there. and great to have you playing at such a young age and looking so good out on the pitch.